Hello all, welcome to my channel. From today's lecture onwards, we are going to introduce a new feature. That is, at the end of the video lecture, in the description box, you will find a link. And by clicking on that link, you can do 10 questions which are based on this video lecture. That's a video lecture in which the link is provided and the related video lectures. So by doing this, if you are very much thorough about the topic, you can even skip the video and do that from the description box. So you will be very much thorough with the subject. These are directly taken from previous year's question papers. So it is that from I'm always providing video lectures for smaller topics like in capsule forms. So if you do questions based on these capsules, you will be very much thorough with each and every portion of your civil engineering. So that is my intention, to make you very much thorough with these topics and make you familiar with what all questions are will be asked. Okay, these questions are repeatedly asked for previous years. So that is how this works. Okay, so if you want to directly get these, do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon if you haven't yet. Okay, now let us start with the new lecture, that is defects due to natural forces. Defect in timber due to natural forces. We have already discussed about defect due to timber in other cases. So this is our fourth case, defect due to natural forces. So now let us start with it. Due to natural forces, defect in timber are by abnormal growth and rupture of the tissue. And let us discuss. There are many defects. The first one being burls. Burls is like, see, if the timber that is subjected to at its young age, it is subjected to some shock or injury, then it will have an irregular growth or irregular projection. That is what it means by burls. See here, this is a burl. See, in this tree there are many burls like this. So at its young age, this tree is subjected to some shock or injury. That's why it's having such irregular projections or upsets. So that is regarding burls. Now the next one is callus. Callus means it indicates a soft tissue which is covering a wound. This is a wound, and covering that you have a soft tissue this way. This white portion, light color portion, this is its soft tissue. So callus indicates soft tissue or skin that covers wound of a tree. Then next one is chemical stain. Chemical stain on the surface of timber, you will have stains like this. This is due to some external agents, chemical action of external agents. Suppose like iron, like that. If many chemicals will be there in that atmosphere, due to these external agencies, you will have stains on the surface of timber. That is chemical stain. Then the next one, coarse grain. Coarse grain means that the annual rings, they are widened like this. They are widened because of the rapid growth in trees. Because of that, the tree here will possess less strength. That is regarding coarse grain. The next one is dead wood. Dead wood means, as the name suggests, the wood is dead because the standing tree is dead. So timber from dead standing tree contains dead wood. And regarding this dead wood, it will be very light in weight and it is reddish in color. So that is it. Then the next one is druxiness. Druxiness means white decayed spots like this, because that is probably because of the essence of fungi. Then the next one is foxiness. Foxiness, remember, it's an old fox. Old fox means it is over matured. So because of the over maturity of the tree, there is a commencement in decay. This can also happen due to poor ventilation during storage. That will be having red or yellow tinge. Yellow tinge in the wood. That is indicated by red or yellow tinge in wood. That is regarding foxiness. Then the next one, knots. Knots means that the base of the branches, which is being cut out. That portion that forms knot. Here, a branch was cut out from this portion. So the base of that portion now becomes a knot, and it will be darker in color because it get nourishment from the stem. The supporting stem will give it nourishment, and this become dark and it will have hard rings. So, but what is the problem here? Because there is a discontinuity in the wood fibers, the knots are always a source of weakness. Now the next one is Ringals. This Ringals question is important. This is I have seen this being asked in previous year's question papers. So Ringals. Ringals is that as the name rind. Rind means that it is bark. It is the outer portion. And gall means that abnormal growth. So abnormal growth is in the outer portion or outer bark portion. That is called Ringals. If suppose a branch is removed, that is it is improperly cut, then what happens? See this portion here, this bark portion, this is our bark portion. Because here when a branch is cut here, okay, a branch is being cut here, then what will happen to the sapwood? It is continuously growing, the sapwood portion is continuously growing, so it will grow in an improper way surrounding this cut. So what will happen? There is an improper or abnormal kind of growth in these layers. So that is regarding rind galls. Rind means bark and gall means abnormal growth. They developed at points where branches are improperly cut from tree. Growth of layers of sapwood over wound causes this generally. So that is regarding rind galls. This is very important. Okay. Then the next one. Shakes means they are cracks which are partially or completely which partially or completely separate fibers of wood. So we will discuss about various kinds of shakes. There are five kinds of shakes. The first one is a cup shake. Cup means it is circular. Imagine the cup. Cup is circular. So they are actually circular cracks. See, these are the cup shakes. Annular rings, they are separated like this, and in between you will have some cracks. So these cracks are like in particular portions only, it is not continuous. So this is mainly due to the non-uniform growth. The annular rings are developed each year, and they are non-uniformly growing, means that result in the formation of these cracks. So this is like localized, so it is not much harmful if it's localized. So that is regarding cup shakes. Then the next one is ring shake. Let us discuss ring shake after this. Ring shake is actually cup shake which covers an entire ring. That is a ring shake. As the name suggests, it is like a ring, annular ring. Like that, it is a ring on the annular ring. Okay, so that is regarding ring shake. Then the heart shake. Heart shake means it is in the center portion. In these are the cracks at the center portion of the cross section. So starting from the pit, that is like in the they are tracing the direction of medullary rays from the starting from the pith towards the sapwood. It is going like this. So that is heart shake. This is due to shrinkage of interior parts which are approaching maturity. Then the next one we'll discuss about star shakes. Star shakes, as the name suggests, it is like shark. So sorry, it's like it is like star. So star means here, see here, it is like this. The outer portion is broader and the inner portion it is getting thinner, the cracks in the outer portion are wider and the inside portion they are getting thinner. Okay, so that is cracks extending from bark towards sapwood. That is limited to the plane of sapwood. Only till the plane of sapwood these star shakes are happening. So this is usually due to the extreme heat or frost. And then last one, that is radial shakes. Radial shakes, they are similar to star shakes. They are like star shakes, actually they are broader on outside and they are getting thinner inside. But radial shakes, they are radial, they are fine, and not unlike this, they are fine and they are irregular and numerous. This is like limited and they are like a particular pattern it is following and it's broader and getting thinner. But here it is fine, irregular, and numerous. and this is occurring because that timber is getting exposed to sun for seasoning. Because of that, here the outer from bark to this region, it is it is growing inward, and then it traces a path like this towards the pith. So that is regarding radial shades. Then the next one is twisted fiber. As the name suggests, the young tree, because of the fast blowing wind, it get twisted. So in one direction, this twist is happening. So because of this twist, the timber, it is unable to be unsuitable for sowing. So it can be used only in unsown condition, like in the poles and posts, it can be used. So that is regarding twisted fibers. The next one is upset. Upset is, it is also known as ruptures. It means that when the tree is improperly falling, like we are not taking proper care of the falling of tree, then what will happen? There will be a rupture on it. Or if suppose the tree is exposed to fast blowing wind at its young age, then also this rupture can happen. So this is regarding upsets. Then the next one is water stain. Water stain, the name itself tell it. It is staining due to water. It is found in converted timber. Then the next one is wind cracks. Wind cracks means when the wood is exposed to external agency, its exterior surface shrinks like this. Here it is shrinking, this portion is shrinking like this. So that is regarding wind cracks. So I hope this video lecture is very much clear to you. In the description box, you will get a link. Click on that and you can do 10 questions based on these video lectures. Okay, thank you.